ServSafe Module 1 Questions Exam Questions. Why is it important to be certified in food safety? It reduces the risk of a foodborne illness outbreak. It helps control risks for foodborne illness, like poor personal hygiene. It guarantees customers will not get a foodborne illness. It reduces the risk of a foodborne illness outbreak and it helps control risks for foodborne illness, like poor personal hygiene. What is the usual cause of unsafe food? Incorrect cooler temperatures. Contamination. Contamination. As a food service manager, how can you show that you have the required knowledge? By answering questions asked by the regulator, by passing a test from an accredited program, by achieving a high score on the health inspection. By passing a test from an accredited program. Which organization issues the food code? Local regulatory authority. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. US Food and Drug Administration. US Department of Agriculture. US Food and Drug Administration. A foodborne illness is a disease transmitted to people through food. True, false? True. Which agency conducts research into the causes of foodborne illness outbreaks? State and local regulatory authorities. US Department of Agriculture. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The same cutting board is being used for raw chicken and lettuce. Which hazard is this? Time, temperature abuse, cross-contamination, poor personal hygiene, poor cleaning and sanitizing. Cross-contamination. To be considered an outbreak, foodborne illness must be confirmed by laboratory analysis after 2 or more people get sick after eating at the same restaurant. 2 or more people have the same symptoms after eating the same food. 1 person files a formal complaint of illness. 1 person informs a restaurant manager of a foodborne illness. 2 or more people have the same symptoms after eating the same food. A pan of chicken wings left out on a prep table for 7 hours is which type of hazard? Time, temperature abuse, cross-contamination, poor personal hygiene, poor cleaning and sanitizing. Time, temperature abuse. Which food needs time and temperature control for safety? Flour, milk. Milk. When must staff be trained in food safety? Only upon hiring and periodically afterwards. Only after a foodborne illness has been confirmed after a minimum 30-day probationary period. Upon hiring and periodically afterwards. Why are preschool-age children at a higher risk for foodborne illnesses? They have not built up strong immune systems. They are more likely to spend time in a hospital. They are more likely to suffer allergic reactions. Their appetites have increased since birth. They have not yet built up strong immune systems. Which food needs time and temperature control for safety? Uncooked broccoli, cooked broccoli. Cooked broccoli. Macaroni salad has been left on a table for 5 hours. Which hazard is this? Time, temperature abuse, cross-contamination, poor personal hygiene, poor cleaning and sanitizing. Time, temperature abuse. Which food needs time and temperature control for safety? Eggs, bread. Eggs. Which agency is responsible for inspecting meat, poultry, and eggs? State and local regulatory authorities. US Department of Agriculture. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. US Department of Agriculture. A piece of glass found in a beverage is an example of which type of hazard? Occupational, biological, chemical, physical. Physical. Which group writes or adopts codes that regulate retail and food service operations? State and local regulatory authorities. US Department of Agriculture. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. State and local regulatory authorities. Which food needs time and temperature control for safety? Chicken, strawberries. Chicken.